It doesn't matter where you go, there is always a part where you will call it the ghetto. Yes, you will call it the ghetto. London has got a part where we call the ghetto. You know, West End is where the rich people stay. Places like Hackney, Stonebridge, Harsden is where the poor people stay. And we call it the ghetto. I remember they offered me a flat, a house in Stonebridge, new built house, in Stonebridge. And I said to them, I don't want to go there. And they said to me, why? I said that Stonebridge is like the ghetto. And they said, no, we don't have ghettos in England. That's what the posh lady said to me. And you could just look at her and tell that she's never been nowhere rough in her life. You know what I'm saying? You can tell that she lives in the suburbs. You know what I'm saying? But I know Stonebridge very well. I know that if you don't come from Stonebridge and your new face is Stonebridge, they don't accept you so easily. Do you know what I'm saying? And I didn't want to be staying in London no more. I wanted to go, to a new place. You know what I'm saying? But people from the ghetto, they 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 don't understand when you dress up. They don't understand it. So what they do, they they're so confused when they see you in a brand new suit with a bow tie and a fresh haircut. They look at you and say, "Where are you going?" You know what I'm saying? Where are you going? And the way they look at you and the way they laugh at you is like you need their permission to dress the way you're dressing. I don't know if you hear what I'm saying. But God told me a long time ago, dress up, Nathan. I don't know if you hear what I'm saying. God told me a long time ago to dress up because where I am taking you, glorify his name, you won't be qualified, Nathan. I said you won't be qualified. You don't post to get in the building. You don't post to sit down on that chair, on around that table, because you're not qualified. But I am God, and I'm gonna get you through. Glorify his name. I remember when I first went to the Penton Hotel, I was wearing baggy jeans hanging off my waist. I just came from London. I was a London boy. You know what I'm saying? In London, we have our jeans hanging off our waist. You can see our boxing shorts. You know what I'm saying? That's how we used to roll. You know what I'm saying? And it's not even just London. It's a youth thing as well. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the youths do it. You know what I'm saying? But that's how I went to the Penton Hotel. And I was sitting down and two security guards approached me and said, "Excuse me, you would have to leave the hotel." And I was quite upset about that. And I said, "How come you don't tell them to leave the hotel?" And these guys over the other side, they were dressed up in suits and, you could tell they were businessmen. You know what I'm saying? I said, "How come you don't tell them?" He says, "Don't worry about them, mate. Sorry, you got to leave the hotel." So I got up and left the hotel. But the next week, I decided I was in a business meeting in the Forbury Hotel and I was dressed up in my suit. I remember Charlie, my friend Charlie from London came down to see me and we was talking business. So I dressed up in my suit. But I decided to go into the Penton Hotel to have a drink or something like that I went there for. And when I went to the hotel, before I opened up the front main door, the same security guards opened the doors for me. And I said to myself in my mind, "Oh no, here we go again." You know what I'm saying? But as soon as they opened up the door, they said, "Oh, welcome, sir. Welcome. How's your evening? You're welcome at the Penton Hotel. Would you like a drink, sir?" I said, "No, I'm just waiting for a couple of my colleagues to come and join me. And then after I would order a glass of champagne, if that's all right with you." And he says, "Oh, yes, sir. Welcome. Take a seat, sir." And these were the same security guards who kicked me out. I had my baggy jeans on. They're the same ones. They forgot my face. You know what I'm saying? They forgot my face. They remember my clothes, but they forgot my face. But I had on different clothes, and they treated me like a king. You know what I'm saying? And it feels nice to be treated like a king, because that's who we are. Do you know what I'm saying? We are royalty. You know what I'm saying? But people judge us the wrong way. Do you know what I'm saying? And what I'm trying to say to you guys, yeah, is that sometimes where you're going depends on where you are going in your life. Sometimes you need to dress up. Tell your neighbor, tell your neighbor, tell your neighbor, you need to dress up. Because you see, people judge you from your appearance. You know what I'm saying? They judge the way you look. And they make up their mind about you so quickly. You know what I'm saying? And most of the time they are wrong. You know what I'm saying? But this is how the human nature is. Do you know what I'm saying? And I want to push it further. What happened at the Penton Hotel? I didn't have basically. I've told the story before. You know, I had a lot of music artists who I used to promote. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause my business was New Talent Crowd. We used to promote unsigned music artists, you know, and we used to do photo shoots and take them to the studio to record music and make videos and everything like that, you know. But I didn't have nowhere to do my photo shoot. So I said to one of the staff in the Penton Hotel, can I speak to your manager, please? The manager came down and I explained to the manager what I do. You know what I'm saying? The manager said that, you know what, they're going to get back to me by email, you know. And to cut a long story short, the Penton Hotel, the part where I wanted to use was the bar and all downstairs. And the normal price for that was normally about £2,000 to £3,000 for a day to use that whole area. Most people who use the Penton Hotel, they spend about 2,000 to £3,000 for the day or for the night. Yeah, but I'm here to tell you, they gave me that area for free. I had to pay I paid no money. They gave it to me for free. You know what I'm saying? Right? But I want to tell you about another time. There's another time when I get crash a wedding. Yes, I great catch this wedding. You know, there was a time I was coming from another business meeting, but I ended up taking the wrong turning, and it took me far out compared to what I normally was used to. You know, I didn't know the area too well. You know, but I was thirsty and I was looking for shops. There was no shops to be found. No shops, nothing shops where I could buy a drink. And I looked up, and as I looked up, you know, I did see a bunch of people all dressed up in suit, and I was in my suit at the time as well, all dressed up in a suit, and I see the waitress coming out with a nice gold plated thing where they put the drinks on. And if you look at these glasses, you could tell these glasses was crystal glasses. I don't know if you hear what I'm saying. And when you look in the glass, you can see something bubbling. Yeah, you know that bubbling thing. You know what I'm talking about here. You know what I'm saying? And I said, oh yes. I said, yeah. You know when you speak to yourself sometimes, you know, everyone does it. You know what I'm saying? I said, oh yes, Nathan. You got to get some of that, Nathan. You know what I'm saying? And I just fixed up my bow tie and I walked right in front. You know, and as I got into the area when people were, you know, they were talking, music was playing in the background, people were laughing, everyone was happy. It was a nice hot day that day, you know. And the butler, or the waitress, should I say, he approached me, and he says, "Would you like a drink, sir?" Glory to God. You see, God knows what you want, and God will put you in the place where you would celebrate. You know what I'm saying? God would bring you to a place where all your needs will be met. You know what I'm saying? And when he said that to me, "Would you like a drink, sir?" You know, he talked quite posh. You know what I'm saying? So I put on my posh voice and said, "Oh yes, sir. Yes, I would have a drink." I said, "What is it?" He says, "Oh, it is one of the top champagnes in the country, sir. Would you like a glass? Or would you like some orange juice, sir?" I said, "No, I would take the champagne." That's where my Jamaican accent come out a bit, you know. I said, "Oh, no, I would take the champagne." You know what I'm saying? And he looked at me a bit funny. And I took the dry champagne. And you know, champagne, you're supposed to sip it. But remember, I was thirsty. Yeah, I was thirsty. So when I took the glass of champagne, I look at the glass, you know, and the glass was some expensive glass. And I just drank the champagne so fast. You know, when you're supposed to be sipping, the other people were sipping, but Nathan was swallowing. I was, swallowing champagne. And then after that, he said, "Would you like another glass, sir?" I said, oh yes, I would take another glass. You know what I'm saying? I took another glass. I must have had about 5 glasses of champagne that day. 5 glasses. And the thing about it, there were security guards in the place, but no one ever said nothing about me. No one ever looked at me on not different. They thought I was part of the team. You know what I'm saying? What I'm trying to tell you, wherever you're going in your life, sometimes you need to dress up. Yes, God will make you dress up. You know what I'm saying? So I'm drinking the champagne now. I'm drinking the champagne. But I realized there was, there's always a nosy Parker. I'm going to be honest. There's always someone who's a bit nosy. You know what I'm saying? And this man now, he start whispering to a couple of his friends. And I noticed he start whispering, but while he's whispering, he's looking over to me. So I knew, sometimes you have to know you're anointed, but you have to know when the anointing is not running out, but it's running out where you are. So it's time to change the place. You know what I'm saying? But I was loving this champagne, so I said, let me take one more glass champagne. I was being a bit greedy, I won't lie to you, you know what I'm saying? And what happened, a man came over to me and he says, oh, you enjoying the celebration, sir? And I said, yes, it's a very nice celebration today. I'm really enjoying it. It says, and I said to him, what are you doing here? It says, this is my wedding day. I just got married. And I looked at him and I said, oh, did you? Oh, congratulations, sir. Congratulations. I hope that your future is bright and I hope everything goes good for you. And he started laughing. He was laughing with me. You know what I'm saying? He says, so who invited you? And when you're lost for words, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to lie. I'm a Christian. I don't want to lie. You know what I'm saying? You're lost for words. So I just laughed with him and I said to him, I invited myself, sir. You know what I'm saying? And me and him start laughing. And I said, I think I best leave now, sir. But you have a wonderful day. You know what I'm saying? Have a wonderful future. And he just laughed with me and he says to me, you know what? I will never forget you. He told me that he would never forget me. And I said, I'll never forget you, sir. You know what I'm saying? And I walked away. But he was happy. You know what I'm saying? He was happy because I made him laugh. You know what I'm saying? And he made me laugh. And I got my drink. You know what I'm saying? 5 glasses of champagne. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes in life, yeah, the way you try things, it might not work. But if you try things, sometimes you got to step out the boat. I don't know if you hear what I'm saying. You see, the boat is crowded. I don't know if you hear what I'm saying. And everyone in the boat, they all look the same. I don't know if you hear what I'm saying. Yeah. Some people in the ghetto, they look at you like to say, what are you dressing up for? Where are you going? Are you better than us? And I'm here to tell you that I'm not better than you. Nah. But Nathan Brown is on a mission. Glorify Jesus' name. God told me to dress up. So what do you want me to do? Deny what God tells me to do? You know what I'm saying? I'm a businessman. My desire is to do business, to own companies all around the world. You know what I'm saying? So I need to step into my visions. I need to step in, and you have to look the part to be the part. You have to know how to walk. You have to know how to talk. You have to know how to smile, how to speak to people. And all of this is called practice. I don't know if you hear what I'm saying to you today. It's called practice. Practice to be a millionaire. Practice to be a billionaire. Because with God, all things are possible. God bless you.